All right, we're keeping it tight here. Why don't pro riders? Why don't pro riders like disc brake bikes? Why don't pro riders actually ride disc brake bikes? All depends on what team they are. Some teams are forced to ride disc brake bikes. Cannondale riders have an option, and the big hitters, the fast guys, the climbers, GC riders go for the Super Six. So here's a bit of a Super Six, just very traditional sort of frame set, old school style. External brake cables, etc. Easy to maintain. Interesting color, old school sort of style. It's DR2 bot. So that's Martinez in the Tour of Colombia Tour. Let's have a look at stage 9 results here. So we see that Lutsenko won on an Argon caliper brake bike. So again, going for every second count. When every second counts on the climbs, you're gonna be having rim brakes. Just how it is. Sprinters can get away disc brakes because sprinting's more about skill versus absolute performance. Climbing's absolute performance. Obviously, got to have some skill to be on the climb and not get dropped in descent. But sprinting is more who's more crazy, timing, etc. It's a lot of luck. That's interesting to see, isn't it? So we have here the guys. So you can see the giant riders, the AG2R, just rim brake bikes. Senko won on the rim, got the good rim job and won. Another rim brake rider there. So it's Christoph rim brake and Katusha on the disc. So Katusha riders definitely disadvantaged this year. Disadvantage a lot for even see here Posivivo. Oh, look, ripped his legs were ripped open there. He's going for GC, so he uses the high performance version Merida, which is the Sculptura in the caliper brake. So when the riders are going for absolute performance, they do go for the rim brake. Oh, yelch. And so yeah, that's the deal there. So rim brake, rim brake, rim brake, rim brake, rim brake. All these guys choosing rim brake, and I would too. I'd definitely choose, if I was a pro rider, rim brake, because every second counts. You've got rim, a rim, a disc, and a rim. These guys don't have a choice; they have to ride disc. So I think I'm a fan of disc brakes. If I was a courier, I'd run probably a giant TCX with disc brakes. But for pure performance uphill, you're gonna lose a bit of time there. When every second counts, on a big epic climb, rim brake. Just because the rotors can rub when you're pushing out massive watts. The rotors can rub. You're going up and down the hill. Around town on the trails, it's fine. Disc brakes for sure in the mud, in the wet. But professional cycling, road cycling, you don't need discs at all. That's why a lot of the teams are still bucking the disc trend. But the people who are sponsored by disc brake bikes don't have a choice. They have to ride it. So it's pretty crazy, isn't it? DMC, one example, they all have to ride the discies. So different disadvantage. So you'll see here, again, sprinting not included because it's more about positioning and luck. But we're going to go for GC. We're going to see rim, 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 rim. I think disc, rim, and disc. So all of this brake bikes way out of contention. So these people will be hating it because they're GC level riders, but they're getting held back by their products, their equipment. We'll go to Volta Agave, and we'll see Tadej Pogačar is using a disc. Oh no, he's not using rim brake. So this guy here, rim brake, and the Specialized rider really struggling there. So this guy's doing it so easy. You got a hand off the bar, rim brakes for the win. Ultimate climbing performance, you're going to go rim. So rim brake, disc, and you can see look on the face. You can still look at the Enric Massa's face. He's just like, fuck. Well, I've got these heavy, sluggish, rubbing brakes when I'm trying to go up a mountain climb with super fast guys. Just cruising up the mountain, exploring, adventure riding. Disc brakes fantastic when you got every second counts. Up a climb, disc brakes hold you back. Where were the Bora riders in that climb? They were gone. They were dropped. Team Sky doesn't use disc. So yeah, there's just an example there. FDJ sticking with rim brakes, and that's just how it is, man. Discs are he lost a leader's jersey, disc brake bike. You know, so they're good for couriering, good for cruising around, good for exploring. But when every second counts uphill, rim brakes for the win. Rim brakes for the win. You know, rim brakes for the win. They're just a big advantage there. You know, a big advantage. So the quick step riders don't have a choice. No choice. They just have to shut up and put up. That's what they have to ride what they're given. So it's just the deal. The rim, yeah, it's interesting stuff. So old school TCR style. Look, super light, aren't they? Super light deal. Super light deal. Disc brakes on the Billy's a short little guy. And he's a little whippet, little jockey. Anyway, that's the deal. The pros choose rim brake when performance matters on the climbs or the TTs when they have a choice.